Let's get back to some Satisfactory. Let's get into it. We're going to get back. We're doing some math here. We're trying to figure out how to do our screws here. And we've kind of cut it in half and cut it in half again. So we're going to try to figure this out. We're going to figure this out up in here. So maybe I should just bring it out at 60 now that I think about it. That would make it easier because then I could cut it in half and 30 and 30. You know what? That's what we're going to do. Let's take this one out. Let's take this one out. And we'll just bring it out of this container at the lower speed. 60. Right there. All right, there we go. We take 60 and we run 60 into here. Very awkwardly because now it's in the wrong direction. Let's actually fix-a-rooney it. So we have it in a nice... it's not unnecessarily awkward. There we go. And we need to put this as number 3. So I'm using my 60 belts. 60 into there. And then this is a 15 input. So wait a minute, still too much. So it comes 60 out of there into 30. No, that's right. 60 becomes 30, 30. And then this right here splits into 15 and 15. There we go. We're not wasting our efficiency. And then over here on this side, we are going to do a thing. Oh, I just thought of something. If you did double up the production of the previous thing, of the bars, then you could double up the production perfectly mathematically wise. You could double up the belts and double up everything up here on this. So instead of just 4, you could do 8. All right, so let's, again, same thing over here. We're going to just double up on this side with our constructors. How are we running our constructors? Just right along that edge, looks like. Double up on our screw production. And then yet again with a splitter. And I kind of feel like we'll take this out. There we go. And take that out too. Now, not only are we trying to figure out the math and do all of that, but we're also trying to make it look nice at the same time, which isn't always easy. Isn't always easy because sometimes it gets a little wonky. You get a little spaghetti action going on with your layouts, and it's can be pretty painful. All right, you. Why are you being feisty? Something is screwed up, and I have done some screwed up stuff. Let's try it again. Hold on. I have screwed it up. Hopefully I'm using my splitter, and that's coming in this way, and it should want to go in there. Alright, so coming out of here. And then in the end. There? No. Okay. Brain, what are you doing? Alright, let's go look at this side. Green. Coming out. Green. Coming out. Okay. Splitter. Exactly the same way I'm doing the splitter on the other side, but there is something that has gone awry with my brain. I have got something backwards, turned around. I got the constructors backwards. Hey, that's how you troubleshoot stuff. You're like, there is something definitely not correct in what I'm doing. There we go. I don't know why I put my constructors backwards. That's weird. But such is the way. There we go. All right. So you got to have an orange one going in. The arrows should match, by the way. I should have counted by the arrows. It just dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute. I should have been able to see that by the arrows. So your arrows should match your different directions. Then you know it's working. I just realized that my arrows were going in 2 separate directions. This is kind of awkward too. Get in there. There we go. Awkward. And there we go. Coming in at 60, splitting in 30-30, splitting in 15-15, and then coming out like a blazing out of fire. Coming out of there like a rock fast. Rocky fast. All right. And then over here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to combine the 90s and 90s together. So we're going to need to use our 120s. And we're going to do a little bit of merge in action. Mergey. Boom. And make sure we're using our conveyor level 2. 120 belts, but coming out a maximum of 90. And now we're at 90 and 90, but 180 be faster than our belt. So we're going to go ahead and put in another storage. So I feel like when it overflows, we'll have a bit of a backlog of the storage. There we go. Perfect. We're getting that down. Getting that down a bit. Oh, no, not getting that down. Wrong speed. Wrong speed. 270s. Boom. Because that'll... I always want a conveyor higher number than what you're doing. So there we go. So producing 180 screws over there, 180 screws over here. Now the cool thing is let's actually take this out. The cool thing is now I can just go ahead and I can just keep running this linearly in this way. You know what? We might do it just to get it down in our mind how to do it. But I kind of feel like I want to run it back that way. But that's okay. We'll just run the assembler right over here. Now I feel like also what I want to do is kind of offset this a little bit, because I also want to bring the production of this over here and feed it in there. Now conveniently, I have this one right here that I can literally just put right up against it like that and feed a lot of these plates from there over to here, and then I can feed them in at whatever rate that I want into here. Now right now I can feed it out of there at 270 if I wanted to, but that is a huge waste of my resources, and we'll back up and backlog the machine. You want to be able to produce it and use it simultaneously, otherwise you have this massive backlog of stuff. But this right here is going to be iron plates, where the screws are going to come out at 120, so we're going to go ahead and use our conveyor belt at 120, even though we'll be producing them at 180. Close enough. There we go. Another thing we could do is we could be using the top one to bring it down so it won't be blocking us if we wanted to. Now again, this one's at 20, so if we bring it out at 60, we would have to split the heck out of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and put first a splitter right off the bat. It was coming out of there like that. We would have to split this in 3 ways, like that, and then we could use 60s to go into here, because that would be 20 there, and this would be 20 here, and then this would be 20 here. Just run that right up on there. Yeah, that'd work perfectly. I kind of feel like I do want to run this from the top. Hold on. Again, we need to make sure we got our 120s. Come from the top of here. And then it opens it up so I can run this out of there. So, I want to recombine these. That's what I want to do. I want these to combine back into a merger. I'm going to put that up on top and see if we can run that. I think it's too close. Too close to run that back up in there. But we can make another merger on top of that. This is coming out. That's coming out. We don't want that. Hold on. We don't want that. We want a splitter here. And we want a merger over here on this side. So we'll merge it with the incoming lines. There we go. See, our arrows match now. We can merge it with the incoming lines, but since we're so close to this thing right here, it's kind of blocking us to be able to merge all that together. So maybe we don't want that to be so close. Let's take all the rest of this back out again. That is too close, because it makes it difficult for us to do merging and all that kind of cool stuff. So let's go ahead and Move it out a bit. Still line it up a little bit. Got plenty of space. I mean, I don't have to crowd it too much. Alright, so again, we'll have it come out. At that speed. And we'll just straight up split it. And we'll use our low-level conveyor. Coming out at 60. And running in there at 20. Then we're going to run it. Yeah, that's much better. So you're running off the side, which then allows us to re-merge this and run that back into the container. So merge. Or we can run. We had enough screws going at the same time. We could run 2 of these simultaneously. Let's just get one going and we'll deal with the rest of them later. Actually, we could run 3 of them now that I think about it. We could run three plates at the same time. We could run 3 plates into 3 of these. Then we would need 3 of these things producing screws, which we could do. Well, we could, in theory, get 2 of these going, and then do a 3rd one that would just be 2 of these going, and a 3rd one that would be for this. Yeah. No, we're gonna need 2 of them. We're gonna need 2 of them for this. So 3 of these. So it'd be 3 iron plates. 3 iron plates and 1. Oh, look, the math is working out in my head. So we could get 3 of these going. Because we could run that out and do another one and run the thing there. And then we could do another one and run it there. Because this is only using 30. So 30, 30, 30, 30. Because it's coming out at 120. So we could, in theory, do 4 of them. But it really works out. The math works out to 3. So 3 of these 4 iron plates. And we would just be rolling in iron plates. What else uses screws in here? I already forgot. So that uses iron rods. So we actually need to use the iron rods themselves too. This uses that and iron rods as well. That uses steel. That's going to be all. This is all going to be off to the other spot over there. Yeah, that's all. That's all. This stuff here is going to be over in the other location. These 3 here is what we're trying to produce now. We're trying to produce these rotors and then modular frames. And these are all going to use the rods. Rods, these use screws. And this one uses rod. Now, I've already done this before, but I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way of doing this off the same line. And it just seems like we're just going to have to run it in there at... I'm just going to run that in there at 30. I mean, we could go in and cut down the math and make it exact based on using 90 and then cutting it into fourths or fifths or whatever. But I don't think it's worth the time. Not worth the time filling that all in. There we go. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Catch up on chat. Somebody said my PS4 thing. Already answered that question. What about upgrading later when there are more needed, more machines and separate lines? Yeah. What happened to you playing Fallout on console? Yeah, Thursday night. Thursday night. This is Thursday morning. Yeah, Thursday night we'll be doing it on console. I was so out of it yesterday, I thought today was Friday. I thought, today was Thursday. It's Thursday now, but it wasn't Thursday yesterday. Yesterday it was Wednesday. I was out of it. At the end of it, I was like, didn't know what the heck I was doing. But Thursday, as you can see on the calendar down below, as well, you can see it on Twitter, you can see it on my Discord, you can see it on my offline message, and so on and so forth. You can see that Thursday night is going to be Xbox or PS4 night on Fallout 76. Wednesday is kind of like Kismet's prerogative. Whatever I feel like playing, whatever my kind of game I'm into at that moment, or maybe random games or sponsored games, is pretty much Wednesday, or if I am streaming with my stream team. And I try to make, different days, theme different things, just for fun. For funsies. So there you go. Good morning, Alex Brave. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for yesterday. You're welcome. We had lots of fun going in there, saying hello to you. I love your accent, by the way. Fantastic. Scottish have great accent. I'm from California. We have a very lack of accent. At least we think so. I'm sure I have an accent for you as well, or at least lack of accent. My wife is from the South, which is also another amazing accent, Southern Belle. I love everybody's accent because I don't have one. At least to me, I don't have one. People from Australia have amazing accents. People from France and so on, all over the world. I feel like people from California are just complete lack of awesome accents. They have like just plain language. At least, that's the way I'm sure it is for everybody in their particular part of the world and whatnot. Kismet, good morning, and thank you for wishing props and your hyper focus. I know I get hyper focus. I get in focus mode. And I'm talking and understanding and getting in it, but I always come back to my chat. Don't worry. As long as you put the word Kismet in there, it always highlights and stays in my stream. Usually a couple minutes of just doing this and a couple minutes of watching chat and so on and so forth. I kind of ping pong back and forth. You just sound kind of American. It's not really strong like other American accents I've heard. Yeah, it's like boring English. it's like boring language. I find accents to be fantastic, amazing, as a matter of fact. But yeah, welcome to the stream, and thank you for coming in my stream. I appreciate it. We're just chilling out. It's kind of like Kismet's prerogative day right now. I'm also on the homepage, on the recommended tab of Twitch right now. So if you're wondering why there's so many people on my channel, that's typically why. I typically have about 100 or 200 people on my channel, roughly. I've had up to about 4,500 people on my channel before when featured on the homepage. I am a partner streamer as well. I started off just like everybody else with, couple people on my channel, usually my guild members. I have one of the longest running gaming guilds for over 16 years with over 800 members. Played some MMOs like a boss, I'm telling you. From 40 mans, double 40-man raids at the same time with my crews. Very, very fun. I hope you understood me. Oh, I can understand you perfectly. I'm a bit Scottish myself, by the way. I'm a kind of a big mutt. I'm a big mutt. I'm Norwegian. I'm Scottish. I am German. My relatives are from all over, and they're all mixed together like a world pie or a world soup. But there you go. That's how I have relatives from all over. And funny thing is, my wife family also very, very wide diversity of peeps in there as well. So very cool, very, very cool. I love to talk to people all over the world. I've been talking to people all over the world for 40 years. When computers first started, used to dial into what's known as a bulletin board system, where one person could be connected at a time because you use the telephone line. So you would dial in and you'd say, hey, you want to play whatever game, or are you into comic books or whatever? And then you would log off and someone else would log on and do it. I know it seems wild today, but it's like the predecessor to the web page. The old BBS, there you go, coming on. There you go. Good old times, rocking that 300 baud modem, bro. Rocking it. But yeah, it's a predecessor to the web page or a forum. Like you would go onto Discord now and you would go in and you would type, hey, how's everybody doing? And then somebody type back to you, I'm doing great. But of course, you could do it live at that moment now. But in those days, you had to take turns back and forth. And you go in there and you play a game, right? You go in there and you go north and south and you find the room where the treasure was and all that stuff. It was all text-based. And then you would level up and you'd get all your cool, loot. And then you get so many turns and then you have to log off. And then somebody else gets to log in and, take the adventure and do all of that stuff. The old school stuff. I loved that as a kid. I had lots of fun. 2800 baud, 14.4. Woo, look at you go, bro. That 57K, that was the stuff, man. That was lightning fast. Lightning fast. I had a 300 baud that could switch down to a 110 if the 300 was too much for you. Now I have 1,000 megabytes up and 1,000, well, megabits. 1,000 megabits up and 1,000 megabits down right now. Thanks to fiber optics in my area. And I was the 8th person to get it in my area, and I told them, why was I not number 1? You should have called me first. I should have been the number one you installed. Well, off to Dream World. Well, you have a great time, Crazy. Dream away and have a good one. Appreciate you being here, Crazy Man. He lives up to his name, but we love him. There we go. But all right, we're going to play some games up here. We'll play some Astroneer. Now, normally I'm playing a lot of Fallout up in here. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon if you're new to my stream. In fact, let me dazzle you a little bit. Let's go to my overseer's office. Let's go. Who else has got an overseer's office in their thing? Now, if you played some Fallout, you know what this is. If you haven't played some Fallout, it looks like I'm in a UFO. Up in here as well. I can even make it snowfall, boom, like that. Or I can make snow not fall in my office because, you know, it's going to wreck all my paperwork. I can even go and do cool stuff like this. Watch this as I go stealth boy. Uh-oh. Now, of course, I should have changed the batteries on this. Uh-oh, I may not be able to get back. There's nothing like being stuck invisible. Wait, oh, wait, here's some new batteries. Okay, let me put these in. All right, I think we're good now. Let's try it. All right, I'm back. Whew, that was close. I was almost stuck invisible. That'd be a crazy stream, right? Just looking at somebody's invisible the whole stream. So, yeah, that is this is my overseer's office. Welcome, welcome. Look, we can see you over here in the chat. Having a good time. I'm, of course, raising funds for my mods. I do it every single year for about 4 to 6 months. Let's go check it out. Now, you might be like, Kismet, who does all these awesome graphics for you? This guy. I'm a graphic designer as well. Been a graphics designer for over 25 years. Worked for some of the top companies in the world, including Apple. Got sleep apnea and vertigo. Had to give up my incredibly epic brass ring level job at Apple. And had to start something new and find something else in my life that I could do, that I love to do. And guess what? I'm doing it right this moment. That's right. Streaming, playing games, talking to you guys. That's what I'm doing. It took me over a year and a half of being crippled in the bed, disabled. Couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't do anything. So I got out of the bed when my doctors told me to lay down and die, and I said, I don't think so. Ha! Got up, lost 50 pounds, started going and taking better care of myself, and I look myself in the eye every single day in the mirror, and I say, take better care of yourself. And that's what I've been doing. And now I've learned to manage my sleep apnea and vertigo. I've learned to get around. I can drive again. I took a bike ride with my kids the other day. It's taken me over 4 years of basically recovery every single day. Just kind of forcing myself out of bed. It was hard to get out of the bed today. In fact, I overslept. I overslept a little bit for about 30 minutes extra today. And got up and got the stream going on. Because, you know, I can sleep later. I can sleep later. Right now, let's have some fun. Let's play some games. So we're figuring out the math here in Satisfactory. An incredibly great game. You're like, well, Kismet, that's not a very impressive factory that you got going here. Look, it's just a few little thingies. That's not exciting. Let's see the cool stuff. All right, let's go. You want to see? Let's go. Let's check out the beauty and the wonder that is my factory that's running down here. Now, one of the things we love to work on is not only the efficiency, 100% efficiency that we're getting right now in our factory, basically figuring out the math, you know, halving and halving numbers, but also the beauty of how wonderfully compact and elegant our layout is. And that's what we try to do as well. We try to learn those game mechanics. That's what I do the best, and that's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, because I actually make my settlements like in Fallout 4. I make them make me money. Hey, this ain't no free ride. These settlers got to get to work in Fallout, right? Get in there and make me some money. So that's what they do. I usually make money on the two things that I would really corner the market on if there was an apocalypse. That would be food and water, because everybody's going to need that. And they'd have to come to me, the Wasteland Tycoon, to get it. So I usually make, after about level 60 or 70 in Fallout 4, about 100,000 bottle caps every few days. No cheating, no shortcutting, no glitching, no third-party mods. You can do it as well. Just watch the stream. I'll give you the Kismet tips, or you can watch my past broadcasts on Twitter, well, you can. There's some on Twitter, too. But on YouTube, or you can watch them on VODs here as well. And learn all those epic things. Like right now, we're learning about Satisfactory. This is something that really appeals to me, is understanding how to make it so efficient and you know, build up your resources. That's kind of what we're doing. Now, these are first level resources, or first tier resources, as I like to call them. They are iron rods that we're making here. We're making concrete on that side. Over here, we are making these copper wire. And over on that side, we're making iron plates. And we're also piping in a lot of coal to keep our power plants going. And once you get to the coal stage, this game gets really fun because you basically have unlimited power. I find in any game, when you get to a point where you have unlimited power, even in Fallout 4 or Fallout 76, when you get to the larger generators, your camps start to improve greatly. And it does help you a lot. And we're also piping a lot of coal in and thing. Look, here comes our car. Let's go take a look. In this game, you can actually have your own vehicles. And what I did was I told it to record the path, and it remembers the path. You can see all the little blue things. It remembers the path of where my vehicle goes to pick up the ore, which is way over there. And you're going to see my vehicle automatically run. I don't have to do anything else. I just basically tell it what the path is. I come back, I tell it to stop recording, and I say go into automatic mode. And now it basically just goes back and forth on its own, picking up tons and tons of ore that I am currently not using, and it is so maximum full that we need to get our stuff back up and running. So there we go. So again, thank you so much for being here in the stream. I appreciate it. I love helping other streamers. It's something I've been doing for over 4 years. Here as a streamer is going out and raiding. I've literally raided thousands upon thousands of people here on Twitch. I love Twitch. I think it's one of the best social media platforms because of the love that you get as being part of that Twitch community. A lot of other platforms are very toxic, very negative. I find that when I first came to Twitch, that raiding was a negative thing, right? That they would come in and they would raid other people to disrupt their stream. And I thought, no, I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to come in and I'm going to give them that love. Maybe they're having a rough day. Maybe, you know, they get a little boost in their stream, makes them a little bit happy. Sometimes it's as scary as it is exciting when you get that big raid. I might, you know, had my machine not restarted right in the middle of my stream, I might have hit you with a 300 host there, Alex. So you never know. You never know. Right now, I got, you know, 200 peeps in the channel. Yesterday, I had about 300, but then I got knocked offline. And as you know, as a streamer, when you get knocked offline, your numbers have a tendency to drop greatly. But thank you to Microsoft Updater for that. The worst program ever made, and continues to be the worst program. That's what's really impressive, is when you're the worst program, and yet you continue to be the worst. It loves to just restart my computer in the middle of my stream. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome sauce. All right, so we got that going in there. We were working on some math here. So this is coming out at 60, and we're cutting it into 20 thingies. 20 iron bars, or not bars, it's plates. 20 iron plates going into here. Now we've got to split it again and merge it so we can work it over here as well. So we're going to go ahead and merge it over here. Let's merge it out the... Should we merge it out the front? I kind of feel like merging on the side. Let's go ahead and merge on the side. And so we want to merge this together like that. There we go. And that's going to bring 20 out that side and 20 in there. It's going to make it into 40. And then we can just go ahead and nicely run it back into here. Now, the cool thing is, if we do this just right, we can kind of double merge all of this stuff together and make it go straight in here. All right, so we're going to go like this. Now, we're going to be a little crazy because we're going to use this a conveyor, a 60 conveyor right here to put that into there. But we want it to go into the box as quickly as possible. So we're going to use the conveyor belt level 3. It's going to move this along at 270. And you might be like, Kismet, I don't understand a dang thing you're saying, bro. You're talking 40s and 60s and 50s and 30s. I don't understand what the heck you're talking about, bro. And that's okay. What I'm doing is I'm talking about the efficiency of running your stuff, right? And that's some of the stuff I like to do. Those are basically just understanding game mechanics of how to do that. Hold on. I feel like we want to raise this up. I want to raise this up. We want to raise the roof up in here. Let's get this raised up. Now, how close can we raise this up? Let's take a look. We raise it up right there. Just go up straight. Right there. We get to that level. All right. Do a little testy. A little testing. All right. I'm feeling that go right to that level. There we go. And then we'll do that. Now, the reason why I want to raise that up is for you. When you're running along doing your thing up in here, You can just run through here like it's a little corridor. And then we'll do the... Oh, there we go again. Make sure we got the right one. Make sure we got that one right there. All right. Now we're doing 270 there. And we are going to run that over here like a boss. Way over here. We're going to be burning up some of our resources here, too. That's okay. For now. We'll make a bunch more here in a minute. Boom. There we go. And then we'll run it into there. So we're going to be merging the 20 back in here and then bringing this in at 240. But basically, we're just going to recycle that in so that we're not just overwhelming the machine with stuff, right? We want it to be just flowing in there. Look, we just want it to be floating in there. Wow, it's already over here. Holy mackerel. Look at it feed in there. Look at it go. Woo, mama, it's feeding in there like a boss. So we want it to feed in here and not backlog too much. See, it backlogs a little bit here because we haven't started up our thing, but we're off and running. Now, also from up here, we're running down at 120. This should be a Mark II. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a Mark II. Running at 120. If we looked inside the machine here, it says to come in at 120, which you can't quite see. And then this is going to be 24 per minute for iron rods. But actually, that's not what we're going to make. We're going to make this one. So it's going to be 20 iron plates and 120 per minute. So we need 20 iron plates to go on one side, and we need 120 screws to go on the other side. There you go. Get-tastic says, last 5 I had figured they should somewhere to be counted. Well, thank you so much for those biddies. I don't know why. Did it not come through? Oh, there we are. Now let me impress you some more. Watch this. Here comes my little baby dragon. He wants to take a look at these biddies. What do you think of those biddies there, Norbert? Tell me what you think of them biddies. Also, 3D animator, by the way. He loves the biddies. Thank you so much for those biddies, Gift-tastic. Bringing out little Norbert. He loves to hang out in the stream. He usually steals the show when he's out here. Steals the show on my stream. He's a happy guy. Alright, let's go ahead and extend this a little bit. Alright, we're ready to go. We're ready to make some plates. Okay, so it's got no power right now. We need to run power to all of that. And then, of course, we're going to run this into one of our new, fantastically large containers right over here. And then this, again, this is going to be coming out at 5 per minute. That is pretty slow, but there we go. Let's go ahead and just use our slowest conveyor. Why waste the resources? There we go. There we go. All right, and that'll fill that container up in about 1,000 years from now. That is really slow coming out of there. Look at it. Look at it just piling those babies in there. Now, the cool thing is, while it's piling it in here, this acts as another back container here if we do make too many. Because now, look at it. It's just cranking them in now down there. It's back to its full production as it's filling up this container. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring up our power. Where can we bring our power up? I thought we already did. Did we bring it up to this level? I don't think, maybe we didn't. All right, let's go over here. Let's bring it up. Let's fill in. Oh, let's completely fail at putting that down. And we can bring our sound up a little bit more. There we go. We'll get as close as we can to over here. Let's see how close we can get to this. Oh, wow. Wowzers! Well, that worked out well. Look at that. Holy moly. Holy guacamole. That's right up on it. Alright. And I'd probably say right here. Let's go ahead. Tap into one of these power poles down here if we have enough to tap into. No, they're all 4s and 4s. Alright. Alright, well, we're going to have to go down there and fix that. So that we can run one up here to the upper levels. Run all of our machinery. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, my goodness. Almost died there. Almost died a Rooney. Caught it at the last second. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and, let's say, make an extra one right here. Cut this power line for one moment. Run it to here. Run it to there. Run it from here up to there. Fantastic. Fantastico. Let's run over here. Our power should kick back on again. Did it not kick back on? Uh-oh, it's off. We overwhelmed it for a second. See, we were using too much power. I mean, we got a lot of power. But when I disconnected that wire, for some reason, it felt like it needed to turn off. That's weird. It shouldn't have turned off. Should have plenty of power, but oh well. Oh well, plenty of power. And how do I know it went off? Well, I can see the lights when they go red. You know that those are currently off. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Those are off. All right, let's get up here and start using up these plates. And start using up these rods, because making a ton of them doesn't do us any good if we're not using them for our next level tier. And again, bringing up the power, that's what we're doing. And then I feel like we'll run it right along here. This goes a really far away. This might be a little too far. We'll give it a shot. Oh, there we go. And then, go ahead and one say right there for those machines, and from there to there, and power line from here to there, this there, and to there, and there we go. All right, our machines are up and running, producing that, and cranking them in there like nobody's business. There comes some screws. There we go. Look at them coming out of there. Like a crazy man. Like a crazy man. Now, the cool thing is we just happen to have a whole bunch of them already. So we can run down here to our bottom level and try to remember where I put them screws. Like over here. There we go. Am I full of stuff? I'm full of it. I'm full of it, everybody. I'm full of stuff. That's how it goes. Where's our screws? Here they are. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, tons and tons of them. Let's go ahead and store all of that. Pull all of this in. Pull that in there temporarily. I should have dropped this upstairs. Yes, I do have to go. Come on, all you get in there. There we go. Faster, just double click it at this point. And then we'll take all here. There we go. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So we have a ton of screws already that we could just go ahead and feed into the system, because there's no reason for me to save them for a rainy day. I want to save them for the right now. Bam! There we go. We had made a bunch of those earlier, utilizing our previous production before we tore it all apart. So we're going to get it going here. Over here. There we go. We got a little bit there. And we get all these out of here. Then we're going to take this out. We're trying to take all these materials here out of this lower level where I kind of set them when I was tearing the whole entire thing down, and then put them up here to the higher level as we're adding manufacturing. And store all. So we got a bit of a problem there. We have too much stuff. I know, that's actually a good problem to have. Good problem to have, too much loot. So we're going to go ahead and go up here. Oh, we didn't bring our resources to do it, though. How much room do we have? We got enough room. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to do the same thing. Oh, down. But we're going to grab our resources back here. So, actually, we need to make a container, so we're just going to click on a container. It's going to tell us exactly what we need over here on the right, which is one of the greatest features of this game. Is doing that. Oh, I think it's over here. Is that it just tells you, hey, you're going to need this and this other thing. So we got that, and then we're going to make this. There we go. And now we can do that container. Maybe we'll grab a little bit more screws action there. There we go, just to make it easier. And up we go. Thanks so much for the follow, by the way. Let's see, Gib coming in with that. Wow, we got a bunch of awesome people coming in with a follow. Let's go ahead and read it back off again. Let's see where I leave off. Exo Creed coming in. And a whole long name there. I'm going to call you Ant for the sake of I'm going to butcher your name. As well as Angry coming in. Thanks so much for that. Wooltail? Man, I can't even read now. I can't even read. If I don't butcher your name, then it's probably I've been replaced with a synth. That's part of my charm. Fish Driver NYC, thanks for coming in, rocking it out. How you doing? How you doing, New Yorkers? New Yorkers in the channel, man. Come on in. My dad was a New Yorker. Come on in and have a good time. Dallas is coming in as well. Avatar coming in, and Alberules coming in. Oh, I'm butchering everybody's name. Thank you for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons up in here. That's part of my. That's what I call my crew, my stream team. All of you peeps who come in and hang out on my channel, press that follow button. Appreciate it, big time. We're gonna build some more stuff right now. made my ear pop. All right. So what do we need to do here? We need to fix this now. We need to fix-a-rooney this. We need to take that out of there, and we need to go. Oh, look at that. We're out of room there. Out of room. Hold on. Be right with you. Let me go ahead and store all of that, but take out what I need. Sort all of that. There we go. We need to rearrange this right here real quick. We're going to take this, and now that we're running it that way, we can just run it straight. Which is what we're going to do. We're going to use the 120 because that's as fast as it's coming out right now, or as fast as the input is anyway. But we also want it to feed up, and if we have any extra screws, we want to go ahead and feed it up to the higher level at the same time. So we're going to use this, but I didn't bring any plates. This is why you leave this stuff in the upper level here. Jump through all of this. I'm sure I have some over here instead of running all the way back down again. Where do my plates go? There they are. And you're like, well, Kismet, if you're making screws and you don't have any other manufacturing, how did you make all those steel plates and stuff? Did you make those by yourself? No, I had the whole thing already built before, and I tore it down because it wasn't beautiful. So we're making it more beautiful right now. More beautiful. Plus, I also unlocked this higher level stuff, like the larger storages here. Watch how quickly that just pulls that out of there. Isn't that crazy? It's going to fill all that up with screws, and because this is actually producing more screws than it's using. It's producing 180 screws versus 120 is what it's using. So it's going to start to backlog. And then what we'll start to do is we'll start to pull some of those screws out, and we'll do some side manufacturing, which will not be part of the main automation. Or we won't. We'll just let it fill up and say, screw it. We'll do that as well. And I can just put that in there, those 9 in there, and let's go ahead and see if we got any more screws down here. Grab all of our resources back, maybe. Alright, over here. Grab all of that back. Grab this. Take that out. Take this out. Look at this, everybody. We're getting there. Look at this. That's cleared and looking good. Alright, what do we got over here? We got these. We got more of those. We got those over there we haven't got to, and a whole bunch of raw resources. And then we got a bunch of wire over there, which we probably should have worked on wire first, because that actually is an easier thing. But I find I don't need that much wire. So I already have a massive backlog of wire, so we'll work on that in a bit. Alright, so that's cranking that in there. That should be making iron plates. Very nice. Making those iron plates. Kind of feel like I should put all my iron plates in there. Put them all in there. Alright, same thing in here. I could put all these in there like that. And that could crank through there. That's just going to nicely run that in there and just keep producing that all day long. Now I've got another one on this side, so I could do the same thing. We could get this going. And then instead of diverting this back into here, I could do it, or actually maybe I could bring it over here and add it on this side too. We definitely have enough. We could split it up and get it working and move it over that way. Instead of bringing it out at 60 right now, we could bring it out at 120. The 60 splits into 30, and then 30 splits into 15, 15. But I can bring out 120, and then we can do one more on that side and one more on this other side. Kind of feel like that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. It's my prerogative. Yeah, let's do it. What the heck? The heck-a-rooney. You know what? I might bring 2 more of them over here. Yeah, we can do 2 more of these babies. 2 more of these suckers. Well, that's really what I need. Actually, I probably want to make 3 more of these. Because I also want to make... Or no, I want to make 2 more. Rotor, and modular frame. Modular frame is kind of in front of this. So maybe I really only need 2. Because I only need 2 of these because of the screws. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Hold on, we'll take this. And we'll do that over there. Again, if we want to make this faster, we can just keep upping production. But we also want it to be manageable, so it doesn't become really tedious to keep our production going. So let's go ahead and keep that going there. And of course, we already know that this works over here. We already figured this out earlier. So we can just run that straight in there. Bam, there we go. We got our 120. And then over here, we can go ahead and take this out and create kind of an upper level to run this way. Maybe right there. And we can go ahead and run this at 60. Alright, we need this at 60. Yeah, 60. Alright, not going to work there. Let's try it over here somewhere. Something like that. Oh, it's not that I can't do it, it's I couldn't afford it. Alright. Really? Oh, I took all the plates out. That's why. That's why. Give me them plates back. I find most of the times when something doesn't work, that's because I screwed up. Such is life, right? There we go. Up and over. Then again, no reason to put it on the floor and block our way. We'll put it up like this. Let's say right there. Run that nicely across. And there it goes. Very nice. All right. Oh, that's if we're going to do another one of these. That's right. That's right. We're not going to do it. We're going to just do... Hold on. I did that all for no reason. I just realized that I'm not doing a second one of those, but I could actually leave this. We could use that in a second. Hold on a second. I'm not doing 2 of these things, just 1. So let's go ahead and just put that back into there. I am... doing the other one. So we're doing screws and we're doing iron rods. So iron rods is actually what I need. And iron rods are coming up out of this right here. So as the iron rods flow, the spice must flow. Let's go ahead and readjust this. So that's coming out at 60 from down there because it's basically this acts like as a splitter. Oh, too steep, bro. Too steep. Dogging me with the too steep there. Bummer. Bummer. Kind of feel like if it's too steep, hold on. Let's make that work. Let's go ahead and take this out. Take all this out for now. Take that out. We'll put our splitter back here. Boom. Then we'll grab from down here and then boom. Alright. And then into there. And into there. So basically that's going to allow it to feed into both of these equally on both sides. There we go. But then also I can run bars out of there as well up in the top part. So this basically is coming out at 60, and basically it's splitting 60 this way, and then we'll do another because it's being produced at 120, and then we can split it out of there and basically just run it back the other way, which is what we want to do, so that it actually ends up in here. Now the problem again, if it's coming out of there, it's going to be coming out of there at 60 and unnecessarily going in here at 18. So we can run 160 back in there again, or 130 back in there again, and split a 30 into 10, 10, and 10, and run 30 back in again too. We'll double merge and merge again. There's a whole lot of math to make this work. All right, so we've got our deal coming out there, and we also need to do some power, so we're going to just let this start to do its thing over here. So let's go ahead and get our power connected. Kind of feeling right here. So let's just do it on this side first. Let's do it over here first. Let's say right there. There we go. Add to that. And then power pole back here. Here. That's going to run that. And that. It's going to attempt to run. Oh, already got that. There we go. About that. Okay, now those are going to have power, and this is going to get fired up, so we want to go ahead and do screws. And on this side, screws. There we go. Producing 108. Woo, man, look at it go. Popping those babies out like nobody's business. There we go. Now, another thing we're going to need over here is more of the straight iron bars. And again, this is at 18. So we're going to run it out on another level splitter. Straight on top of this one. Coming out. So we're going to split it. Okay, right there. Bring it out at 60. That 60 is going to go. We need to take it and split it again. So 60 into thirds is 30, or 60 into thirds is 20. So we could split it into thirds and just run it as a 20 and merge it and run it back in again. Again, this is like roughly 20. Yes, this is roughly 20. All right, so that's the thing to do. That's the easier way to do it, is to split the 60 into thirds. All right, so we're going to really want to do the splitter back there so we can run it into the other side of the cabinet in the back. So we're just going to feed it back into the system again. So we want it to go. To go back into its own thing. I wonder if you can do that. Can you stack this on top of there? No. I can stack this here though. And then we can run that out up to there. And then the fun part is, wait, no, we can do that. Hold on. We learned our technique last time. We're going to do it smart. And this is going to go at 60, so let's just use the 60. And we can just use a lift to run it back in the opposite direction. That's the smart way of doing it. And so now we can go ahead and use our poles, and we'll use our 60 to run it over here. Then we're going to use a three-way splitter. going to do that? Let's see. I feel like we want to come in from this way. One of it's going to go into there. Yeah, one of them's going to go into there, and then these two are going to merge and go back into there. Okay, I feel like we need to move this back. Just definitely need to move back a little bit. And then we'll put our merger this end and aim it that way. Do all of that first, so then we can figure out how to do the conveyor up above. I think that'll make it much easier. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto, Rooney. Wow, that worked out awesome. It's awesome when you figure all that stuff out. Very, very neat. All right, here they come. So now it's going to come down. It's going to split it up into 20, 20, and 20. The two 20s are going to recombine into 40, and then they're going to run back into the box. So it just kind of recycles it back in the box. And the 20 is going to very nicely feed into our machine, which is now going to create rotors. Very, very nice. So it should be coming in at 20 per. So as this gets here, this should get to 6 before this gets finishing production. Boom, perfect. And eventually, because it's at 20, it will actually start to go up. It'll actually start to hit the 7, and then start to hit the 8 as it refills each time. But it'll take a little while for that to kick in. Our screws are insanely filling in right now. They're coming in at an insane rate. I thought those were coming in at 120. Oh, it's because they were backlogged. They're backlogged. So if you pull those out and let it run, you can see your efficiency is going to go down for a minute as it kind of backlogs. But then once it kicks in, boom, now your efficiency is going to adjust. And my efficiency is actually going to go down because I'm not putting in enough screws fast enough by the time it goes all the way across. So it's got to hit 44 before it's done. And there we go. See, it doesn't quite hit 44. So what I can do is just leave these in here so that it is just constantly producing those ones as they come in. All right, so it's kind of like we backlogged a bunch of screws first, and then we get it going. So it's kind of like a little cheat that you do, but then you have to come over here and just keep feeding screws into this thing on your own without it just kind of, see, look, it's already at 16 there. Automatically without it won't do it automatically. You got to do it. There we go. So I'm trying to say. Let's go ahead and add some more room. There we go. Wow, just found you from Twitch home screen. I must say your stream is amazing. Well, thank you, Avatar. I know you're amazing. No, you're beautiful. No, you're breathtaking. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you coming in. My name is Kismet. We have lots of fun up in here. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon. I play a lot of Fallout, but I play other games too. I mean, you know, life is a short thing. You know, play all the games you want to play. Try to get those games in there. All right, but of course, you know, also balance that IRL. You know, you're gonna get that going. 6 per minute. Holy mackerel, that's gonna take a long time to get those done too. It's funny though, if you just kind of let it run, you come back, you got like a million of these things built up. Like over here, look, we've been busy doing something else. Look, it's got 107 of them going already. All right, so there we go. So we've fine-tuned it as best we can to get as close to 100% efficient as we can. Now, we could go in and we could make that 100% efficient. We would have to do a lot of splitting and recombining and do all of that stuff. I feel like it's not worth my time to do that because it is so involved mathematically wise, but I'm sure if we fooled with it, we could get it working. But right now, nah. Nah. We'll just feed it in there, let it do its thing. We're off and running. Now, the interesting thing is we still have some extra over here some extra iron or poles here that we could use. But we have about 40 there that we could use. But I don't feel like it's necessary at this point. I feel like we got that going for now. Instead of making another one of these, we could go ahead and move on to the third item that we're going to need, which is our assembler here. We'll just throw it in the middle here just to take a look at it. So now we have our... Get out of there. There we go. Now we have a reinforced iron running. We have our rotors running. And now we need our modular frames. Now, I have an insane amount of these modular frames. But right now, really would like to get this going because I have a feeling I'm going to need them down the road. I haven't really figured out anything else that uses the modular frames yet, other than stuff that you just build. But we do want to get a backlog and auto build. And the cool thing is we have a bit of an overlap that we can use in the production we're using right now that will help with this assembler. I feel like I want to add a little bit more here. I always feel like I'm always on the edge of my settlement. We're doing very linear building too. We're building a little bit vertically, but mostly we built up here to this level so that we can have a nice flat building so you can watch, you know, each step of the process as we go. Like when I watch some people play, they jam all their stuff together because they understand how it works and it's very hard to follow. So I like my stuff to be easy to follow when you're watching the stream. So that's why I do that. All right, so we want to put our assembler out here. And the reason why we want to put our assembler out here is we want to take these plates and we want to run them in here, right here, because we want to do modular frames, and we're going to be using these reinforced plates, and we need them at 12 per minute. Now over here, this is definitely not producing them at 12 per minute. This one is producing them at 5 per minute, right? So we could go in and we could, you know, split it up and do the thing and the stuff and all that all over again if we wanted to do it at 10 per minute. But I feel like I'm not in that much of a hurry for these frames, so we're just going to go ahead and let it run a little bit less efficient, half efficiency, just because it's just easier for us to literally just run it straight out of here. Now, the interesting thing also is to note that I do have a ton of these laying around, so if I wanted to go faster, I could take them and throw them into here. But I use these a lot for the kind of second level conveyors. So I'm only going to leave a little bit in there for now on this particular one, and then we're just going to use our cheap little 60 thing, run it right in there, and that's going to run it into our thing here. Now we need our iron rods. Now we need iron rods at 24. Now, if you were doing the math back over here, you realize that when we split this, it split into 20, 20, and 20 coming out of there, right? So now it combined into 40. But if we're smart, we could take that excess 40 and we could run it over there because it's a little bit more than 20, which is a really annoying math, right? It's 24. So what we can do is just say, you know what, again, not in any big hurry. We got plenty of them. Let's go ahead and just take this 20 and we'll run it in here since the other side's going slow anyway. We'll just go ahead and run that 20 in there. And now, not only did we do our very first part of making the bars, then we brought it up here, then we took those bars and we turned them into screws, and we turned those screws into iron plates, and then we took the iron plates and now we're going to turn them into frames. And of course you always want to have some way of storing all of this stuff kind of at the end of the line so that you're not, oh, I need some more of those, let's go get some more of those, so you're not filling up the machine and then your production stops. You want your production to always be going as much as you can. All right, and we need some more of my thingies. There they are right there. I actually have a ton of those laying around. And this is just, this side, by the way, is just the kind of base resources. Now on the other side over there, those two containers there, we're going to be doing a lot of steel production. And we'll get into that in just a moment. But first we want to make sure that we have a place for our resources to go. Right here. Yeah, that's looking good. And so we'll run that out of there at 60, though I seriously doubt it's necessary to run it at 60. Let's go ahead and run some more power. Power line is literally going right through there. Let's take it off for a second. It's going to stop all of our production just to make it cleaner. There we go, and run it to here. Okay, now this is going to fire up and start to produce our frames. Not very quickly, but produce some of them. And produce them in here. Now, the nice thing is we can go ahead and grab our frames here and stick some of those in there. And now we kind of know where our frames are. We know where our metal plates are going to be. We know where our screws are and what box those are in, right? In here. We've been just feeding those in there like that. This one over here is actually a dual box of screws because it's making screws so quickly. And of course we can also, we want to take some of these screws out, just to give it a little bit of extra room in here. We can go ahead and take these and utilize holding down control. We're going to put some over there. It's kind of a little backlog. But it's going to produce more screws than it's actually using. Now actually, now that I think about it, I could actually bring this in at 132 if I wanted to, so it won't diminish by taking this out and then just going all crazy man up in here where I bring it in at 270. Whoosh! And it's going to very quickly backlog and fill that sucker all the way up, but it won't stop production. That's what's great. It'll just keep on going. Now look at that percentage, 98%. Do what we got to do, right? My prerogative. Do what I got to do. All right, it's in there making those babies. All right, we got to go get those from downstairs, though, and drop them in here. Do I got some on me? I do. All right, let's just drop those in there. Like that. Looking nice. Looking good. Let's drop some of these resources off. Let's go downstairs, grab those resources, throw it in there. Now, I got to run my kids around today, as you do. I have got, I think, about another 20 minutes, mods. So we can start looking for those thing. Yeah, wow. Oh, man, Game Killer. That's why they call me Kismet, right? My Game Killer literally just asked me that in mod chat, and I was answering his question before I even looked. Rolls coming in. Welcome. Rolls coming in. With the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you coming in, hanging on my stream. If you're new, if you're coming in with your favorite streamer, my name is Kismet. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon. I play a lot of Fallout. I play also building games and sim games and MMOs and space games and fantasy games and all sorts of games up in here. We love a great variety of games because life's too short to just play one. There you go. Watch out there, God of all Daniels, because my mods are eyeballing you right now and just they got their finger over the ban button. Look out! Always remember those chat rules. Chat rules there, bro. I always find it funny because my mods are like triggered. They're like, whoop. They're at the ready. They're at the ready. They're always watching. It's cloudy with a chance of ban hammer up in here. There you go. First day on Satisfactory? Your first day or my day? First day. No, it's not my first day on Satisfactory. I have actually played through 3 times, but not really all the way through. I played through the first time. Oh, it's your first day. Oh, awesome. I find this game incredibly addicting, so I hope you'll have lots of free time. Because it is super, super fun. I love to figure out the math and splitting out the math and figuring out the efficiency of it. I'm in no great hurry. Like some people play games like they consume a sandwich. Like they're in a hurry to get to work. They're like, and they try to consume that game and go on to the next thing. I'm not that way. I try to learn the game mechanics, the deep understanding of it, and then try to explain it in a layman way, in a normal way, instead of, trying to act all super smart and stuff like that. Sometimes you go on people's streams and they're trying too hard to act smart. I'm just throwing it out there. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've been in those streams before. See, look at all this stuff we got in here. All right, we're going to grab all that out of there. We got some stuff in here. What else we got? We got some more right there. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Look at all that. Look at all that I made before. Sweet. Sweet. So what we're doing now is we built the base, and then we tore the whole entire thing down so we can make it look more pretty, more beautiful, and be more efficient and more space efficient as well. Not be so cramped together, so we could walk around, we could see all the different parts, and utilize the different parts in different parts of our larger production, right? Because I find you start with your basics, and then you go to your second tier, your third tier, your fourth tier, your fifth tier, and so on and so forth, making more and more complex objects based on using those stuff in a certain order. And there we are, making tons of those. And of course, we're going to use those to make motors in a bit. Probably not today. We'll probably work on that next tier items next time, as well as working on our stuff over here. I would love to get some plates going over there, so we might try to sneak that in. We have about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. So we get those raid targets ready, Game Killer. I have about 20 minutes, and then we're going to get it going on. We're going to get on the Kismet Love train up in here. So we got that with its thing. We got this with its thing over here, and it's producing these. What else do we... Oh, we got to go downstairs and see what else we got down there. Let's go take a look. Whee. Let's go down here and see what we got left in our boxes. Oh, we should have cleared. Hold on. Let's clear what we got on us first. Whee, hello, conveyor. Woo. Store all. There we go. Now, of course, we want to keep a bit of this resources for us as well. I feel like we just want to store all that in there. And then we got room for stuff there. All right, cool. Oh, now we kind of blocked our way up and down, didn't we? We blocked our way to the up and down area, but that's okay. We'll still manage to maneuver our ways around. Okay, and we got a bunch of stuff down here. Let's take all of that. Take all of this. Let's run it back upstairs. Again, we tore the whole thing apart, and now we're kind of putting it back together. Whoa, whoa, whoa! My inventory window came up right when I didn't need it to there. Miss clicky clicky. And this used to be filled with a whole lot of boxes, lines and lines of boxes here from all the resources that we got back. One of the coolest parts about this game is that when you do use the resources, and you go in and you break stuff back down, you get all of the resources back, which means you don't lose any of that time and effort that you put into it, even if you make a mistake. It gives you the freedom to make lots and lots of mistakes, which is great. That's how games should be, I think, anyway. That's the way I think it should be. Let's click this and see what we need. Alright, we need to get our plates back over here. Over here, a little bit of this. And we'll make some more of these down here, just to hold the rest of this loot. We can get it going. Whoa, whoa! This time we're just gonna do err on the side of caution. That's fine. Take all, break it down, and then we got our wires to work on, and we have done it finally. We have cleared all the stuff down here. We'll get back into wire production when we need to. But I feel like right now, just gonna suck up a lot of my space. Actually, we can run it down here. Just put these excess wires over there. Better idea. Hold down control, by the way, when you're dragging it, it drags all of the same type into that particular box. And it doesn't work every time for some reason. For me, I don't know if I'm letting the control go too early, but it does work fairly well. Fare thee well. Let's go to this side. Yeah, we should definitely let ourselves a little bit of space to get up and down there. But in a minute, we won't have to go up and down anymore. Jump around there. Because, whoa, 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 almost dead, almost dead. Gotta get ourselves some food. Deconstruct that. That one we can take down. Awesome. Take all. Yeah, we gotta get ourselves some food or we gonna die. But then if I die, I don't have very far to go to get my stuff. Literally, it's in my base. So that's another way to fix your health, is just to die. That'll bring your health back to 100% in some games. Some games not, though. Some games will only give you a percentage back. Start you off at low health after you res. There we go. Heavy module frame is the next stage of the module frame, so you need a module frame factory. Yeah, I got a little bit of one going. I don't want to do too much of it right now, because I'll just have a backlog of it, because I have a bunch of it already. Which you saw right in here. So those are right there. And over here. And I have made the heavy modular frame, and I have made all that stuff. I have it all unlocked. Wrong one. Over here. I have it all unlocked, and we'll get all that going next. Believe me, we could do a lot more. Because I have a massive ton of 2 normal modes that are feeding this one over here. That are basically feeding an insane amount of... why is that... oh, it's up on that higher level. That's why it's up a little bit like that. Like, why is that one higher than these ones? It's up on that higher level that we built from before. But I have an insane amount. This actually, all 3 of these are filled, and my delivery thing is filled full of iron ore that we can, of course, use to make more bars and more plates and more everything. And we'll get around to that, right? Again, we're just trying to make it more elegant, more understandable, and just kind of, you know, give ourselves some room so we're not all ramped up. Look at it go right there. Cranking those suckers in there like nobody's business. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Alright, what else we got on us here? I think we're about done. I think we got one more run down here. Let's see if I can not kill myself. Run around this way, way easier. Whoop. Where? No guarantees in this stream. You will see some occasional deaths. As it goes. As it goes. Take all. And there we have it, everybody. The final couple boxes. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited to finally have all my loot back together again. Where it go? What is the deal there? Get your booty up there. Get your booty up there. Whee! Run this way over. I feel like I'm going to have to make another one of these boxes. It's going to be so full of this wire everywhere. Wire everywhere. Oh, yeah. I think, well, one more just in case. That's why I don't need any more wire. Maybe I should just put one on top of here and just put all that wire in there. I'm tempted. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do it. This way we'll know where our wire is. Where'd you go? Right over here. Industrial container. Let's turn it. Which way to turn it? Let's just turn it that way. And let's grab our stuff for it. Which is over here somewhere, I'm sure. In one of these boxes that we threw it in, maybe box number 1 here. Let's see, I've already forgotten what I've needed. Oh, wait, no, I just need that, and I need this. Alright. Alright. I love these larger containers. This is awesome. Awesome. Alright, let's just do this right. Right, or am I right? Am I right? Let's just do this right. Let's just take all of this. Just pump it right into that top one. Take all. When we get back to wires, we'll get it going. Take this one out. Take all those out. I'm going to need another one. I am going to need another one. And another one. And another one. You little sneaky sneak. Alright, well that's full. You know what? Let's just do one. Let's not get too crazy. Let's not get too crazy. We're going to come back and work on that anyway. Let's take all of that. Throw it all in there. Alright, one more round, hopefully, of micro-organizing all this excess loot we had from tearing our base down. Come here, little box. Take all. Break down, and we don't have to come down here anymore, except for to drive our vehicle around. Except for if we want to go for a little ride. Whoop whoop. You guys wanted some entertainment? Here you go. All right, that's enough. Little sideshow there. There you go. Little sideshow for you. Whee! DJ Kismet, and another one, exactly. DJ Kismet! I totally could hear that in my head. That's pretty scary with the music and everything. That is too funny. Yeah, you will not see me become a DJ up in here. But, hey, more power to everybody who can rock that DJ, man. Who can rock that turntable. Get it going on. Alright, what else we got going in here? We got a lot of stuff. We got some motors that we made previously. We got all this stuff. How are we looking on time? Oh, man, we got like 10 minutes. Alright, let's work our mojo over here. Probably help if we actually brought some resources. There we go. Let's just combine our resources back together, and I don't need that one. How we look? Oh my mama mia, we got way too many of those. Let's put all these in here. A couple of those is all we need. What are we going to be building here? We gotta figure out what we're going to be building. That's what we should be bringing. One of my favorite things in here, I discovered it actually fairly late in so far in the game, is this part right here where you can just click when you're doing like assemblers, right? And you want to do stuff, or you just clear that list out. We're going to do foundries here. And we want to figure out how many we want to do. How much? I forget what we're coming in at. Probably. Let's say 4. So we're gonna need 60 of these, and we just happen to have an insane amount of them. Right over there. So we need those to make the thing, so we have lots of those. That's basically what we're doing. So you got to make some of them, usually manually, to get started if you want to automate it. And then all of a sudden you'll have like a bazillion of them. You'll be fine. Okay, so I forget at what rate this is coming in, but I guess this is, nobody knows what that rate is. I mean, that's just bringing in an insane amount of loot. But what are we running over there? We're running 120 and 120. And 270 into there. I don't remember. We might have to go over there and look. That's it. We can just go for it! Because we're crazy for crying. Crazy, almost dying. Let's go for a little ride on our vehicle so we can figure out what our input speeds are. Over here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get her going. I'm just tempted every time to knock this off of here and see what happens to it. I just want to ram it. Ram my other vehicle and knock it off and see if it can find its way back up. I have a feeling it would get stuck down there and just keep going straight until it ran out of fuel or fell down into the world. But see, yeah, it's running automated. Automated. Now, way over here, we have kind of a little bit of a remote plant. Or it is a remote plant. And what it's doing is it's drawing a ton of ore out of here. Right now, this is an impure ore node. We have two import. I think we have two impures. All right, I thought those were normals. I think the normals were further up. These are two impures running right now. And they're doing 60, so this is drawing at 120. So right now, if we were thinking about our production rate, this would be 120 rate. If we were running just running the conveyor over there, it would equal 120. And you can do it via conveyor too. You don't have to use vehicles. We were using vehicles because it's fun. And right now, it's bringing in so much ore, I'm not even using it. But we know that our ore rate is 120. So let's go back and get this going. So tempting. Driving like a crazy man. Alright, we made it. It's kind of hard to climb up that one. Well, let's go climb up over here. Guess we could make one that was a lot easier. We could, but let's just use what we got. I feel like this is my best one right here in the center. I got a message, and I know who it's from. And I know what the answer is. So, I've got 7 minutes, and I gotta get out of here. 7 minutes. So, let's get the love train prepped and ready. And we'll have to come back to this next time. We'll get all of our steel production going again. We'll combine it together. We'll start doing our motors again. And of course, we'll start doing our higher level stuff right over here. Our higher level stuff, again, our cased industrial beams, our stator, and our motor. We'll get all that going, and then we gotta figure out oil. We gotta get the oil over there. We gotta get it producing, and then we gotta run it way the heck over here. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'll probably have to create like a little bit of a sky bridge. Where my vehicle can run all the way over there. What I'll do is I'll put the oil there. I'll probably build a platform around it to protect it. I don't know if the animals attacked your stuff. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen them attack my stuff yet, but that doesn't mean they don't do it. We'll make an oil thing. Then we'll basically bring it up, and then we'll just run straight across. We'll just keep building out things all the way across, and then run our vehicle back and forth and deliver it over here. Although we could put the plant over there too, but I kind of feel like just running it back over here. I think we could make plates all the way to the other side of the world at this point, with this much concrete being made. It's off that way somewhere. Hold on, let's do a little dingy ding. Oh, what do we got it set on? Limestone, crude oil. Let's do that one. There it is. All right, 2302 that way. 2808 that way. Now that's where we went to, the closer one. Maybe the 2808 would be an easier one. Maybe we should explore in this direction. I feel like it's going to be just as much of a terrain wreck. So yeah, we have only two directions. So that way and this way. I said we might want to explore that one next time. Remind me next time, everybody, to explore that way and see if that's an easier one, even though it's further. If it's easier, because then I can just run my vehicles. What I would do is I would run your vehicles like halfway or a quarter, and then a quarter again, and a quarter again. This way, you know, one's bringing it, dropping it in one spot, the next one's bringing it in the next one, and so forth. Or I could just run a really long conveyor, but of course I think the more you do conveyors and the more you build stuff over long distances, the more it's going to cause your game to lag. One of the things that I like about the vehicle is it's just the vehicle. That's it. Just goes over there, grabs the stuff, comes back, drops it off. Goes over there, picks it up, drops it off. I find that very, very efficient. And I could, you know, do multiple vehicles going at the same time instead of, you know, it running along the conveyor and you can see it running across the conveyor and, you know, all the resources you would need to run it and all of that. Though I could make those resources in time. So let's call it there. Where am I going to put my booty? Put my booty over this way so I can remember. And let's get going. I literally have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's go. Run, little booty. Run a little booty. Actually, we'll just take a little look at our resources from there. Let's save the game as Rockin'. There we go. Rockin' the booty. Rockin' the booties. All right, we're gonna go there. Let's go to Marvel Studios' office. Oh, Not's coming in with a Prime sub love. Man, that was perfect timing, bro. I was just about to click the button. Thank you so much for that Prime sub love. I appreciate you subscribe to the stream. We'll come back. Next time, we're going to play some Fallout 76 and play some more Satisfactory. Let's go. All right, everybody. It's time for the Kismet Love Train. Time to get on the Kismet Love Train. Now, here's how you get on the Kismet Love Train. You follow this right over here. You go ahead and highlight it. You copy it with some copy and then some pasta into the chat. So, Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste it right into my chat. The more people that paste it in my chat, the more Kiz Caps you guys are going to earn. You're like, Kismet, what are Kiz Caps and what are they for? I'm new to your stream. Well, they are my rewards here in the stream. You can win all sorts of stuff. I've literally given away thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of stuff here in the stream. Games, real life giveaway stuff like t-shirts and candy bars and all sorts of fantastic stuff in here. So while I'm queuing up this raid, I suggest you throw it in the chat. And you're like, well, Kismet, I'm on mobile, bro. You know, do me a solid here on mobile. What can I do to earn some Kiz Caps? All you gotta do is throw a heart in there. Type Kismet Love Train. Whatever you want to do. The more people that participate in the chat, the more everybody earns right here on our raid on the Kismet Love Train, because that's what we do. We help each other out. We helps each other out up in here. I like this guy's cow. That's cool. Playing some Satisfactory. What are we doing here? It's like just getting fired. Oh, playing some Astroneer. There you go. That's another fun game. Oh man, but this guy's got the moves. You made me laugh. I think you win. That's it. Boom. And a good title, too. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's show him some love. Right now, let's... Oh, hold on. Let me click some buttons first. I'm going to literally run out of time. Oh, I am out of time. Let's raid. So let me give this guy a quick intro, and then we're going to go raid him. Utterly Musical. He's got 1,192 followers. Right now, he's got about 18 people on his channel. Not too bad. Not too bad. He's about to have a couple hundred more. We're going to blow up that channel. We're going to throw the Kismet Love Train. Copy, paste it right into his chat. Or just put Kismet Love Train. Whatever you want to do. Throw it in there. Throw some hearts. Hit that follow button. Hang out and stream him for a bit. We're going to try to make his day today. Our goal is to make people smile and then ask them to take that Kismet Love and send that Kismet Love Train on to somebody else. I appreciate everybody being here on behalf of myself, my mods, and everybody else on the stream. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all the biddies. I appreciate the love and the donations toward my mods. And I will see you all next time, which will be tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Xbox or PS4 76, and then on to or Fallout 76 for those don't know what 76 is. And then on to playing some Satisfactory. Hopefully get our rest of our factory back into place and then move on to the next tier. All right? And I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also, check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.